Hope everyone is doing well. It's been a while since I popped up to do this quick reading. I hope everyone had a beautiful Pisces new moon. And over the weekend, we had Sun Jupiter square. I think it could have had a little mixed bag energy. Jupiter is in Gemini. Gemini can expand the dualistic nature of things. So some people may have experienced something really positive, and to some people, a little bit of negativity might have expanded. But now Mercury is in Aries. Earlier today, Mercury ingressed into Aries, and this Mercury will go retrograde around the next full moon, which will be the lunar eclipse in mid-month. And the moon is now in Taurus. There is nice stability that we want to start feeling, right? After Venus went retrograde and the moon crossed over this Venus in Aries, and now moon is in much more stable place. So hopefully our emotions can be starting to feel some kind of sense of grounding ease. My cat is going crazy in the background, but yes, hope everybody is doing good. Let's see, this, every week is really an important week in March, and we're about 10 days away from that lunar eclipse, right? Lunar eclipse happens on the 13th, 14th, most of the parts of the world. And as Mercury ingressed into Aries, Aries the first sign of the zodiac, right? Mercury is at 0 degrees of Aries now, that heated spot of the death rebirth portal. And Ace of Sword is all about this mind, right? Aces are all about initiation and beginning and renewal, death, rebirth, transformative energies we want to implement to our mind. We want to hold on to this sword of truth to cut through illusions, cut through any frequencies that do not necessarily feel like the godly energies of ease and peace and uplifting energy, not in a way to kind of like escape away from reality, but just really claim this idea like, okay, whatever we are seeing in front of us is a creation of the past. However we were thinking and feeling created this reality that we are seeing individually and collectively also. So if we want to create a new patterns of reality, we have to, right, mindfully pick that frequency vibration, that resonance that may trigger to create the new reality filled with ease and peace, right? So we want to implement meditation or any kind of spiritual practice to rewind, to rewrite, right? Mercury is in the pre-shadow state because Mercury will retrograde and return back to Pisces at the end of this month too, right? But today is the day. It's a great day to release Ten of Swords, release heaviness, release the burden, release the dense frequency, right? Reality. The density belongs to the 3D reality. Density belongs to our mind. But when we shift our awareness out of the mind into the heart, the heart frequency is always uplifting, like light, right? Less density. It's like a crystal frequency of light, the radiance, right? Fast frequency of truth we can find when we go into our inner depths and into the depths, the vortex of our cosmic heart. The Four of Wands is reminding us, choose not to get lost in all the things that we feel like it's not right, we are not there yet. It's like Ten of Swords can stir up all the grief, all the anger, all the fear, all the worries, a lot of information, right? The Ten of Swords is reversed, so there's a lot of information and just all over the place, and it can cover us like a heavy blanket, right? But we gotta cut through that heaviness using our own inner clarity, using our own inner power. And it's very important to focus on that energy of completion, contemplation, the contentment. That's what I meant, contentment. Four of Wands is the energy of the inner alchemical union of inner yin and inner yang. This is the energy of a harvest. This is the energy of like, I am enough. There is here, all is here, all everything that we feel like we're missing, everything that we feel like we're lacking, everything that can frustrate us, they belong to the mind realm. But when we return back to our inner fire of spirit, right, fire of the higher truth, we know all is well. We know if we sit in the moment of here and now, truly, fully, without letting our mind travel somewhere else, we know the wholeness is here. There is a pattern within us that belong to the patterns of wholeness, the pattern of oneness, the greater, bigger patterns of the universe that reminds us all is okay. Just sit in it to kind of to adjust the inner frequency, right? Adjust and readjust and realign our inner frequency with the frequency of God, of the higher good, And I think that kind of practice is important right now. And the back of the deck is Queen of Cups. She also reminds us to sit in silence, to sit in stillness, find the power that kind of emerges out of that empty inner stillness. There is magic within the stillness, in the quietness, and she reminds us to tap in, to connect to that magic, to that superpower. Yes, let us today, this is kind of the energy of the moon in Taurus. So even though there can be a lot of fire happening, right, a lot of aggression and frustration outside world, but if we can see if we can just sit in our inner, connect to the power and connect to the goodness and beauty of life, because unless we can tap into more of the positivity, there is no way that we can co-create the world filled with all the positivity and love and ease. Yes, thank you so much for listening. Wishing you a beautiful day. Peace.